Jamie would have killed him. My brother's worth 1,000 of your friend.
Your brother? Or your lover?
Oh!
Crap.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cam&Zay. This is our channel where we do reactions. If you like what you're watching, please leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned for more. It would really mean the world to us. And for those that are already subscribed, for those that are asking about a Patreon for full-length reactions, we have now created one. It is up. You guys can head over there and check it out, and you can watch our reaction in its entirety. You're going to need a copy of the episode if you want to watch along with us. And we would love to have you there. We are planning on doing exclusive content at some point, so it would be great to have you check that out and to join along. With that being said, there are some comments I'm going to address with Zay about Game of Thrones going forward.
Do you mind if I step in for the first comment?
Sure.
All right. So I was made aware I was mispronouncing one of the characters' names. I'm not sure if Cam was doing it as well. However, it was made aware that, we were mispronouncing it because it's kind of a pet peeve for people, which I understand. It would bug me too for my reactions. And it's a major character. So I'll no longer be mispronouncing Demogorgon Tannersniff's name. I was pronouncing it Daenerys Targaryen. However, I am now made aware that it is Demogorgon Tannersniff, and she's married to Coolio Draco. So with that being said, that's a joke, guys. I know it's Daenerys. I know it's Daenerys Targaryen. I get it. So I'm sorry for the mispronunciation the first few episodes. But I've heard people say Daenerys, so I guess that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I might have said it as well. It's something that slips my mind. There's a lot of weird names that we're not used to from our language, in this show. So, don't scrutinize us if we get it wrong. Just feel free to leave a comment down below, and we
appreciate
try to
that
fix
stuff
it going forward. We really appreciate it. But speaking of comments, let's get into the comments real quick before we jump into the episode. This first comment is from Ryan Mockler. We really appreciate it, Ryan. And he wanted to say that Sir is knighthood. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And people were asking in one of the previous episodes, what does Sir mean? It's knighthood, and bastard names are only given to highborn bastards. So Jon Snow actually isn't as common as you'd think. Remember how we talked about like the Spider-Man meme when I said, how many people are named Jon Snow?
So it has to be a high-ranking person in order for them to get that bastard.
Highborn meaning born of a lord or
like
that.
Like the king, something like that.
Yes. Abigail Buck says Sir means he is a knight. So that's another one. So we got that. Dan Siegel says Sir does mean S-I-R. It's spelled that way because George R.R. Martin spelled it that way in the books, probably to show that this is a different world from ours. Likewise, learned men are called Meister rather than Master.
Okay.
So it's kind of like some different spellings that George R.R. Martin has done.
Create his own universe. Makes sense.
Right. So the last thing we're going to get into is just a conversation me and Ryan Mockler again had in the comments about how bastard surnames are actually really given. It's kind of complicated. So in the wiki for the show, it says where they are born. But in the books, it appears to be where they are raised, not necessarily born.
Okay.
Now, there might have been a little bit of inconsistency that might have happened with the show, and they decided that the best way to explain it in their terms is it's where they're born. So as far as we're concerned for the show, it's where they're born. But as Ryan mentioned in the books, it does appear to be where they're raised.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's very good to know.
Something to know. But with that being said, those are some comments that we addressed. If you guys have any more information that's not, going to spoil anything, and you want to
don't spoil it.
You want to leave a comment down below, go ahead. It would be greatly appreciated. We'll read them on the next episodes. We'd love to see more information. And with that being said, this is Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 7. I'm really excited to get into it. Zay, what do you remember from the last episode?
I mean, the biggest piece to me was Daenerys Targaryen's brother being killed. I don't remember his name. I didn't like him anyway.
Viserys.
Yeah, well, he got viciously killed. they melted down some
brutal.
What was it? They melted down like gold or something.
Yeah.
They melted down in metal,
Gold.
and then he gave him the crown because he wanted his crown. And I mean, that was brutal. That was crazy. I didn't expect that. But it was satisfying.
We also saw Ned, who was looking through the lineages and was like,
oh, he
was
realized,
counting down. Yeah, I mean, he counted down the ancestry. He was like, this guy, brown of hair,
brown
this guy,
hair,
brown of hair.
brown
and
of
when
hair.
he got to Joffrey,
blonde
gold
of hair,
blonde of hair, gold of
whatever
hair.
they said. So that's like, like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Tyrion escaped the potential wrath of Ned's wife, right? Right? Because was that in that episode?
Sister, really.
Ned's wife's sister, homie murked the champion that was supposed to, they were going to execute him, and then he asked for a duel or something, or
trial by combat.
He wasn't going to fight. He looked for somebody to represent him. There was a guy that actually stepped up to represent him and won. So pretty interesting, because now he's free, and he definitely has reason to not like her or the sister now. I mean, they almost just got him killed. Yeah.
So, and, I mean, that's just a quick recap. We don't want to go on forever, but let's just go ahead and jump into this episode.
Arrive within the fortnight, I'll be branded an enemy of the crown. Poor Ned Stark. Brave man, terrible judgment.
He doesn't look like he's happy with him.
Attacking him was stupid.
I agree.
Why is he still alive?
Tyrion?
Ned Stark.
One of our men interfered. Speared him through the leg before I could finish him.
Why is he still alive?
Yeah, that made the job easier. That wasn't an answer.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you?
If he had black hair, he looked like Lord Farquaad.
Of course it bothers me.
A lion doesn't
with a beard, I guess, but
the opinions of the sheep.
I don't know if I can disagree with that.
I know.
I don't know if I can
I
should be grateful that you're...
How could you say something so controversial yet so brave?
You're blessed with abilities that few men possess. You're blessed to belong to the most powerful family in the kingdoms, and you're still blessed with youth. And what have you done with these blessings? Huh?
Banged a sister.
Jamie would have killed him. My brother's worth 1,000 of your friend.
Your brother? Or your lover?
Oh!
Came into this world together, we belong together.
Bruh.
My son saw you with him.
Oh my God.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, or you die.
She said the name of the show.
Get all excited. Oh, there it is.
They said it.
Want to lose that chain?
Theon Greyjoy. The lady is our guest.
He just... His whole vibe pisses me off.
Theon?
Yeah.
I miss girls. Not even talking to them. I never talk to them.
I love him.
Just looking at them.
Yeah.
Hearing them giggle.
He's so simple.
Imagine with you with your girls. And you just look across the room and he's like...
What is he looking at? Why is he smiling like that?
There's no rider.
That horse was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't care, bro.
It was like, I am not a war horse. I saw the movie.
He said, do not put me on the other side of that wall again. I'm getting too old for this shit.
They're like, we need you to go back out again. And the horse says, nay.
Nay. Nay. Ah, that's funny.
That's my Uncle Benjamin's horse.
Oh. I didn't know his uncle was Ben 10.
Robert. We were hunting a boar.
And contact.
I should have spent more time with you.
We were hunting a rabbit,
Showing you how to be a man.
and then runs away.
Go on. You don't want to see this.
I can't stand either of them. I currently hate all characters with blonde hair. I'm pretty sure.
Too much wine.
Would
Missed
you
my
consider
thrust.
Danny's hair blonde?
I gotta see it again. Jeez.
Hereby command Eddard of House Stark, title, to serve as Lord Regent and Protector of the Realm upon my death, to rule in my stead until my son Joffrey comes of age.
Really?
That was smooth. You see that?
He wrote my rightful heir.
You didn't write.
Oh. Because if he proves that Joffrey's not his son. Oh.
That was real smooth of Ned.
Smooth. Like asphalt. I love how he didn't even proofread it. He just was like, you got it, dog.
After I'm dead.
He could have wrote chicken nuggets for everybody.
His Grace has had a change of heart concerning Daenerys Targaryen.
I'm afraid those birds have flown. The girl is likely dead already.
I can assure you she's not.
Hey, you never know. The next scene might be her in a pool of her own blood.
Something wrong?
I have a thirst. Open it.
The wine is for the Khaleesi. It's not for the likes of you.
Open it.
He's panicking.
Tell me that that is not the finest wine that has ever touched your tongue.
What are you doing? I don't.
First.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
I knew. I was like, you have to. He's like, please. Honestly, I'm begging you not to make me drink this shit. Oh, that is an assassin's worst nightmare. Just.
Get out! He's like, fuck.
Did he just punch her in the stomach? Oh, I thought he punched. He punches the baby.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. It's stupid.
Do you take me for a servant?
We took you for a man of the Night's Watch, but perhaps we were wrong in that.
May I go?
As you wish.
Was he even looking at him? It looked like he was looking just out. Just like above everybody. It was just the angle.
It's not fair.
Fair? I was singing for a high lord at Acorn Hall when he put his hand on my leg and he wanted to see my cock. He said he'd have my hands cut off for stealing their silver. So now I'm here, at the end of the world, with no one to sing for but old men and little shits like you. I'll never see my family again.
Did you steal
I'll
the
never be
silver?
inside a woman again.
Did he see your cock?
Could you sing me a song, Pip? I'd like to hear a song.
I thought he was gonna be. Can I see it?
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Strike. Tonight while the castle sleeps. We must get Joffrey away from his mother and into our custody. What's best for the kingdoms? What's best for the people we rule?
You don't. Why do you keep saying we, bro? You're not the protector right now.
Fair point.
He's not a king. I am.
And it was like the selfishness is just pouring
He
out.
did have points in what he said.
He did, but when you're, everything is we.
So, when the king
The
dies...
throne passes to his brother, Lord Stannis.
So it would seem.
He just told them that they're Jaime's kids.
Right.
Rightful heir. Nothing can change that.
And he cannot take the throne without your help. You would be wise to deny it to him, and to make sure Joffrey succeeds.
What?
We've plenty of time to get rid of Stannis, and if Joffrey seems likely to cause problems when he comes into his throne, we simply reveal his little secret and seat Lord Renly there instead.
We?
You'll need someone to share the...
Everyone keeps saying we. They all want it.
The Queen has a dozen knights and 100 men-at-arms. Enough to overwhelm what remains of my household guard. The city watch is 2,000 strong and sworn to defend the King's peace.
I don't like that smile.
Look at you.
He's like,
I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all the nights to come.
You knelt as boys.
No, you stand as men. Yeah.
The tree is just like, how many times are you gonna do this to me?
The tree just looks like it's in pain, bro. It's
like number 5,000,003 like times.
It's like, dude, I don't want to hear this bullshit statement again. Leave me alone. Who carved my face like that? Oh.
Shit.
What's he got there?
Would look like an arm there, genius.
Bring it here.
Ghost? That's its name? That's sick.
Good.
Dope name.
Is it gonna be, that's my uncle's arm? Don't do that. Alright, I was gonna be like, bro, how'd you identify it? It's one fingernail. He always kept it at half an inch long.
King Robert still wants me dead.
This poison was the first, he won't be the last.
That wouldn't work with Phidippides.
Shit, all in his pants.
I would, bro. Shit would even just pure. Just my. She's like, I want to fuck this shit.
We stand behind you, Lord Stark.
Why do I feel like you don't? And I feel like this is about to be a turn of events that no one is expecting. I hate how he sits.
Lord Eddard Stark is herein named Protector of the Realm, to rule as regent until the heir come of age.
May I see that letter, Sir Barristan?
What a good play. What the fuck is she about, dude? I don't trust her.
Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark? A piece of paper.
Those were the King's words.
We have a new king now.
No, you don't.
Commander! Take the Queen and her children into custody.
Men of the Watch!
Tell your men to lay down their swords. No one needs to die.
That was awesome. No! But I'm still. Oh. Oh.
I did warn you not to trust me.
Which he did. And he said that they're going to listen to the man that pays them, which means that he paid them. Clearly paid them. That was crazy. That was like checkmate, no checkmate, no checkmate.
That was Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 7. Thank you guys on Patreon again for sticking around for that full-length reaction. I'm sure you saw a lot more than people on YouTube, but we appreciate you watching on YouTube as well. If you want to jump ahead and watch this in its full entirety, go check it out on Patreon. With that being said, Isaiah, whoa.
Yeah. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts. Here's the thing, is like the general consensus is that like no one wants Joffrey as king. But everybody wants to be king themselves.
Well,
I'm saying general consensus as in like the people that Ned talked to, they were like, no, how about we do this? But everybody, I knew it was like they're all just doing it for themselves. Everyone kept saying we. Wouldn't it be, no, you should do this, you. So I was like, they're definitely just plotting.
Right.
I definitely think Lord Renly, that was his name, Renly?
Yeah, Renly's the homosexual.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't think he's alive. I think that they said that. I mean, with the turn of events that just occurred, I think that it seems like, because he knows that Ned wanted him to be king and not Stannis.
Ned wanted Stannis to be king.
Oh, Ned wants Stannis, not Renly.
Yeah, no, Renly wanted to be king, and Ned said no, Stannis, because the problem is Stannis is Robert Baratheon's like the next
Oh,
closest
no,
brother.
yeah. So, but I still think so. Yeah, I mean, we know that we know everyone's competing for the throne now. I mean, and now Khal Drogo is gearing up to come across
For
the
his
water.
son. Yeah, he said, I will make my son sit on the throne or whatever.
And Ned blatantly at one point had said, he's like, they'll never come over. They've never done it in all these years. And Robert was the one that was like, I want to no, like let's just stop them before it could even happen. And now they're kind of in a pickle.
Ned is in a real pickle. And
Ned is in a real big pickle. I don't even know.
All of them, if you look at the Dothraki, wanting to come over now, and the fact that people don't really believe that's going to happen, and apparently Lord Varys thinks Dany is dead, so it's going to get problematic over there. But yeah, we have Ned here, who like what's going to happen to him? I mean, he's his.
Will Varys kill? Like, I don't think he's going to get killed. I think that he would. I think that he's going to make him an offer to basically be like an assistant to him and like something. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, well, like, who the fuck just took? Who the fuck just turned?
That was Littlefinger, Baelish.
Baelish. I mean, not Varys. Baelish, I think, is going to offer, because it seems like he's trying to take the throne for himself now, or whatever the case may be, or whoever he wants it to be for. I think, but I don't think Ned's in like that much danger from what just occurred. I think that he's not going to get killed. I think that Baelish is going to be like, look, bro, like, here's your options. You can go home maybe and just stay there and leave me and my plans be. You can serve under me or under, new king, or maybe the other option is, or if you're just not going to cooperate. And it appears no one cares about killing. I mean, he just murdered a whole bunch of people inside that hall.
Joffrey did. Well, I mean, he pretty much Joffrey's soldiers murdered all of Ned's soldiers, pretty much.
No, because weren't the guys on this? The guys with the spears were supposed to be helping Ned.
No. The guys who got speared were helping Ned.
He said commander. Bro, rewind it back. I'm telling you, because the guy, I'm almost positive, dude, the guys, when he walked in, he was who was he talking to, saying, commander, do this? And then those guys were aimed at Joffrey and his men, and he was like, I want no bloodshed. And then the guy said, now, and they turned the king.
Yeah, Ned came in with his men and said, I want no bloodshed.
What about the guy
that he gave the seal to?
No, I'm talking about the guys when he was walking in the hall, first walking in, they go, we stand by you, my lord. Those weren't the same guys. They were in like that chain linkish shit. I'm pretty sure
those guys who stood by Ned, they came in, but they came in a hallway with Joffrey's guards surrounding them. And one of Joffrey's guards said, now, and they stabbed all of Ned's men. Ned never called for bloodshed.
I thought that those were the guys. Wasn't Baelish just saying he's like, get the Night's Watch here. He goes, they will protect who, when it comes to whether it's the protector of the realm or the queen's words, they're going to protect who pays them.
Right.
Which is why, Baelish, the guys so those guys, weren't protecting Joffrey. Joffrey's men were over there.
They're all Joffrey's men. It's either Joffrey's
men.
Yeah,
but I'm saying that the Night's Watch guys, I think, are paid by Baelish basically to men of the Watch. Wasn't those the guys that Baelish was saying that they will listen? He call for the people, men of the Watch, when he was in the meeting with Baelish? Wasn't he like, Baelish was like, men of the Watch are 2,000, or he said men of the Watch are 2,000 strong. Then they were like, oh, don't protect whoever pays.
Right, exactly. Do you think Ned is paying them?
I thought Ned called them, but then what happened?
Out of honor.
And then what I thought happened is that Baelish was the one that ended up being like, look, this is the real plan. Like, basically undermining him. You know what I'm saying?
So real quick, we just did a quick rewatch. Do you want to explain your perspective on things now, or
Yeah, so it seems like Baelish is working with Cersei after basically counseling Ned and bullshitting him, kind of convincing him, kind of put him in a pickle, because what it did is it brought Ned and all of his men into one room, surrounded by all of their men, which was easy killings because, you know, they're all on the outside, and now they have Ned in custody, which now, so okay, before I didn't think he was in danger. Now I think he's in danger because
there are many options that could go, right? I mean,
there is, but
they
like
can send him to the wall. They
he
can send him back to his
yeah,
home. They
but
can keep him in prison.
he blatantly like disrespected. He tried to undermine them multiple times, tried to take power, and Cersei's pretty like I think that he's going to like I don't think she'll kill him, but she'll probably throw him like prison or something. I don't know, or send him to the wall, which seems, I guess, kind of is a punishment.
Well, yeah, that's where they send, you know, rapists
Jon
and people like
and
that. Like
Jon Snow's at the wall now.
Jon went to the wall. I think Jon decided to go to the wall.
He decided to go, but he's there. But I think that that's definitely a punishment. I don't see if they send him back to his home. It's like, what if he tries to, you know, gather his army? I mean, he could try. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I'm just saying that he could try. But the other thing is that Jon and them, after praying at that tree, Ghost came over with arm, like half an arm, just a forearm and a hand. So, and it looked frozen, dead. So, I think it's either, you know, one of the White Walkers, I think that's what they're called, armed, or I'm assuming it's supposed to be a men's arm, like one of the guys that died.
Does that arm ring any bells? That's what I'll ask you. Not does it remind you of any character, but does a limb ring any bells?
No, not really.
Okay, that's fine if it doesn't.
Not really.
Okay.
But my first thing is when I saw it, I was like, is this supposed to be his like uncle's? Like, that's why I thought he was gonna be like, this is my uncle's arm. That's why I was making the joke. Like, how do you know? Like, he keeps all of his fingernails at half an inch length. It's like, you know, like, because that's kind of hard to identify on somebody. But it's clear that there's something up, you know, now it's with the horse coming home by itself. And now you have a half of an arm that was brought back by the dog, you know?
Weird stuff going on up north. Yeah. But yeah, that was our reaction to season 1, episode 7. We're gonna jump right into the next one. We're pretty excited. I can't wait to get him into it. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like again, and please subscribe, and it would mean a lot. And if you want to check out our Patreon for full-length reactions, head on over there. And with that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.